It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. What's up, y'all? It's me, Rhonda. What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda, and I'm back to talk about. What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you already been here before. While you're here, go ahead, like the video and subscribe because we came to enjoy ourselves. Or at least try to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do when I come over here. I had to take a little break. It's been a kind of a stressful week and such, a lot going on, life-changing events and things happening. So I've been like in the conversation. First of all, these people talk so much. So I actually like reviewed this already, but then they kept talking and I was like, I'm not gonna keep coming over here talking about these people. After today, I'm done with them. So I've been over in other people's conversations. Shout out to Jay over at Another Round and, you know, Little Black Book 91 and things. The conversations be really good over there. I enjoy the conversation. So I go over there. They be putting me on to some people like Violets or Vlas or whoever this people are that the love is blind people are going to sit on their couch over there. It's fine or whatever. I didn't know these people. But, you know, anyway, they were all talking. We're going to review the reunion because that's what we're here for, kind of. And then the rest of it will just be what it's going to be. Like I said, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Let's talk about these people over here. So basically, I'm just going to get into the people that, like, we don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's pop it on out there. They did not find love in the two-way street. I found love on a two-way street. Nope, that ain't what happened over here. What they did was go over here. Let's talk about the looks. Who's first? Leo and Brittany. I think Leo is intentionally putting in effort to look effortless. You know, that's what he looks like. He looks like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put on my shirt and unbutton it a little bit. I don't want to look too buttoned up. Like he really focused on his look. It's nice. That's all. He got a lot of money. See, he should be able to, you know, go in the store and have the guy say, you know, help me out here. And so, good job, guy at the store or Leo. I feel like he has his own sense of style. Anyway, Brittany, it's Brittany, bitch. What can you say? The only thing that irritates me about this look that Brittany is serving is her new titties. I wish she would have not done that until after, or you know what I'm saying? They just look, I don't know if they're supposed to relax in or how the new titties work, but they're doing a lot. Now, she said she wanted to be a trophy wife. So I feel like she's working with the right equipment. So the titties ain't here for me because for me, they just look a little like hard and uncomfortable. And like for me, I probably wouldn't like to have that. But if for her, I think it's going to get her exactly what she wants. Go ahead on, Brittany. We know they didn't like each other. We know she didn't like this man. She says she like an older blonde man with a ponytail, someone like Thor. And I'm like, yeah, I seen Thor. I can see why that would be the kind of man that you would be attracted to, but he ain't over here. What you got is Leo. He's got a lot of money. He's all, you know, cultured and art. And, you know, according to Tim, he got bars. We'll get to that. Tim, why you say that? Leo don't have bars. Roses are reds and violets are blue, and you want fish, two fish, green fish, blue fish. That's not bars. They are bars. Let's be clear. Dr. Seuss got bars. Leo don't have bars. Anyway, she don't like this man, but I feel like she thinks that Leo has got a lot of money. So let's go down to Miami and hang out, and you could just pay for shit. My friends already live there. All you gotta do is like pay for our drinks and dinner and stuff. And Leo's down to do that, but he keeps on drinking out of her drink. And for her, that's a problem. She's not gonna be able to make no lifetime commitments with somebody who keeps tasting her drink, even if he has the same one. Leo, stop tasting people's drink. That's nasty. Why do you want to be having your backwash and everything, especially if you got the right one? I mean, that's all I really got for them. They're not a match. They don't really, you know, they don't, it didn't happen down here, over here behind the blinders. Who else? Monica and Steven. This one is easy. Ew. That's how I feel about Monica and Steven from the very start. Monica is annoying as hell. I mean, Monica is annoying as hell. And if I were Steven, I wouldn't want to be bothered with her either, even though he's very creepy. And I wonder why this would be something she would be interested in doing. But she's very, I mean, I feel like she might be just as freaky as he likes it. Let's get into the looks first. She looks nice. Monica is a nice looking lady. She's got a nice figure, so the cutout dress works for her. She's not too curvy, she's not too skinny, she's just in the middle, just like the mama bear. But I feel like that's her problem. She's getting close to, like, that clock is ticking, and she's making stupid decisions. You want to find the kind of husband you're looking for, Monica? Take your ass down to the Louis Vuitton store or something. Go to the, oh, child. People don't go to the mall anymore. Is that the problem, Monica? You should have some country club friends or something. Jesus. What does she do? I don't remember. Anyway, Steven. Steven looks nice. Except for the socks part. I wish y'all would stop. I wish y'all would cut it out with your ankles and things. Ashy or not, we don't really care to look at your ankles. It's weird. Other than that, I think it's fine. Steven, for me, I mean, I don't care if he's a Nigerian or a white man, he wouldn't be that my type. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like any of these men are something I would want, like, as in my type. I wouldn't have come out from the pod from any of these guys. And that's not saying there's anything wrong with them. I'm just saying that this wouldn't be what I would be doing. Steven over here. Light skinned Steven with the 3C hair. Yeah, that's what it was. So Monica decided on Steven based on the fact that she's dated a lot of cheaters, and this guy is the first one out of all of them that discloses information to her straight out the gate. And for her, she thought that was not a green flag, but a yellow flag. And I'm like, Monica, we are all a yellow flag. When we walk into a relationship, we are all a yellow flag. That's where we start at yellow. The only option is red or green. He was a daggone red flag from the time you walked. This man called you a mutt. And you let him do it just because he said he got some Nigerian 23andMe DNA. Whatever. I don't know what the DNA thing is. 23andMe, African.com, Ancestry. I don't know, child. I don't care how many Nigerians he attaches himself to over in his DNA. Besides his, 3C hair, he just looked like light-skinned Steven. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. He called that lady a mutt, and she carried on with it. And he said he was not just a cheater, but a title-holding cheater. That implies to me that he's very good at it, or does it quite often, or, one or both. He's not good at it, but I don't think he accidentally let this whole cat out of the bag. I think Steven was sick of you. You kept saying flowers, flowers, flowers. And I didn't go back and look, but I heard this dude, Tyler, over here interviewing with someone. Yeah, he interviewed with the Vlad people. And I'm just saying, Valas, I don't know. I won't probably be back over there after today. I wasn't attracted to their situation, but this is where the people was talking. I mean, no offense, it's just really not kind of my thing. But anyway, he was over there, conveniently doing his interview before he divulged where he was, depositing sperm donations. Allegedly in I don't know what they was putting it in the freezer or something. I don't know if they put it in a, what do you call that? I don't know what kind of tube, turkey baster. We'll get to that. Anyway, who was we talking about? Steven and Monica, he went over here to the sleep study and he was nasty texting some lady. And for her, she says she couldn't believe ever in a million years that he would emotionally cheat on you. And I'm like, well, he is a title holder, so I'm not sure why that was such a shocker to you. I think, he just really didn't like you that much. You were kind of annoying. And they said over in the pods that people be, planning dates and things. And I haven't looked, but did he do anything nice for you over in the pod? I can't remember. It don't matter. You know, I don't think it's that big of a deal that, you could have been, every other girl got flowers, Stephen. You couldn't send her some flowers. None of the dudes over there put you on game. I think Stephen is a terrible, pick, especially for someone who likes flowers and Louis Vuitton. This dude likes to be down in front of the ladies on the resort saying, get your dick sucked. And, just vulgar. I don't know. None of my friends' husbands is gonna be saying that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a prude or anything. I'm just like, dang, y'all sure energy don't match. Shout out to Ramses. Your energy don't match. The more I think about it, I feel like Ramses, I was kind of mad at you at first for saying that. I think the problem is, people be needing more details. For me, I'm cool. If the energy don't match, then we might as well don't move on because it's hard enough when your energy don't match. It's hard enough when your energy do match. Ciao. Anyway, back over here with Monica. They was going back and forth. I never understood these two as a couple anyway. Like I said, she's like, girl, what is you doing over here? This ain't what you want. But I mean, then again, Monica's kind of annoying, so it is what it is, child. Um, Stephen, was you in blackface? Let's talk about that because I know you didn't like this lady, and I don't really give a frick like how you were trying to violate her bum and stuff. And honestly, I think she likes it. That's what I'm talking about. She be talking about, the what you call it? Acupuncture needle reminds me of your child. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I think Monica's a freak too. She just be standing there like trying to be all stiff, but I think maybe that's that energy probably match until she got on his nerves and he had to bounce. And he was like, I'm gonna just cheat on her. Like she's been through it before. I know she gonna, and she still went out with him after. We went out. He said they went on a date. She said it wasn't a date. Okay, they met up for dinner. For what? What are y'all discussing at dinner if it's not a date? Are you still trying to recoup money from that you floated him in the pod? How much was you floating him for? I thought he Venmoed you money back already. He wrote a letter to her parents. See, this is the thing. If he wouldn't have said nothing, she would have been like, you didn't even talk to my parents. Like, he couldn't win that one because, she's beyond some weirdo shit. Anyway, back to Stephen. Stephen, did I see you on Blackface? So Stephen is over here on Instagram, child, trying to be a bodybuilder. And now bodybuilder used to come on TV, and it may still, I don't know, but I know that I know they like tan it up a bit, Stephen. But for me, this is borderline offensive. What is happening here? Why you make yourself that brown, Stephen? I feel like I don't really give a shit what your ancestry DNA say. Don't do that. You said yourself you identify as a white man. With right here, you look like a white man in blackface. So don't do that, Stephen. I don't know if you just that kind of goofy. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes y'all be thinking things is funny that ain't funny. That ain't funny, Stephen. I'm done with them. Who else? We'll talk about Alex and Tim. Let's get these two out of the way. It ain't really much to say about them. The looks. I think Tim looked all right. I mean, it looked like a suit that you would wear, I don't know, to anywhere. Nothing special. I feel like him and what's his boy Leo went to the same place in the mall, and the guy told whatever, wherever they went to get their look from at the men's warehouse or what have you, and the guy say leave it a little open. That's the vibe. Tim's pants is a little short. Based on the way Tim likes to sit, like with his legs crossed like Cam Newton. Him and Cam Newton with the thick old thighs, the legs crossed 6 feet, people. Get some pants that are gonna be a little bit longer then. Them socks ain't it. I don't know what they're made out of, but they look like wool socks. Is those wool socks? I don't know. Eh. Other than that, Tim looked nice. Alex, she looks beautiful. I think Alex is hitting like with a little, her hair is freaking great. I love the hair a whole lot, girl. And you know, Alex spent a whole lot of time like playing in her hair and twiddling and biddling, and it's some pretty hair, so she probably can't keep her hands off of it. Her dress looks nice. I have nothing bad to say about what Alex looked like. She looks great. Um, yeah, that's about it. Both of these people are kind of nuts, so I didn't really care to sit up here and listen to these two argue. Their energy ain't matching either. Thank you, Ramses. I think I'm gonna run that for the whole 2025. Maybe all the way to the next 4 years. For the next 4 years, Ramses, thank you. I'm gonna just be like, I don't know if that energy match. Let me dismiss myself from these surroundings. Want no problems. These two, like I said, is kind of, both of them just, first of all, they're both here grieving. And I'm gonna put that into perspective. I don't feel like either one should have been here. And out there in the conversation somewhere, they said this man's sister passed away only 2 months before he got there. And shoot, my sister passed, it's been 2 years. Sometimes I'm not in the fresh grief, but 2 months later, I wasn't in a place. Yeah. Alex is actively like dealing with parents with debilitating illnesses. So she's in it. She is dead in it. We don't know how long that's gonna last for her. She's a young girl, and thankfully for her, that her father has a wife, and I don't know who's taking care of her mother. Her mother doesn't seem to be in a place, but now she doesn't have to go through this twice with both parents. So she's still in it, and she got to live her life. And I think it possibly she could run across someone who, I don't know if it has to be a husband, child, having children and all of those things. I could see why she would want to do that while her parents are still here. So she's in a different place. But right here, this moment, I feel like they both like were emotionally somewhere that they didn't have no business being behind a pod. Alex is young, so her life should definitely not stop because of what her parents are going through, but she also needs time to nurture relationships like in a real way, because whoever her partner is going to have to be patient with her emotionally while she goes through this. I don't see no emotional patience with this young man. You don't know if you're getting Drake or Tim or who you're getting, but he's also like kind of weirdly, he said it himself, trying to bring back a daughter home to his parents. That's, now that I know that the sister passed like only a few months ago, I understand why his parents' energy was very off. His mama probably was like, what am I doing over here 2 months after? And we're gonna do what? Get married. All right, Drake, do whatever you need to do. Now, over in that hotel room is where this shit should have ended. Um, Alex allegedly was on the floor in the bathroom crying. So you didn't just like walk away emotional and tell him to like just I just need a minute, chill. That's not what it was. You were in the bathroom crying, and it seems like if he didn't ask you something like, are you okay, which is what somebody who you're supposed to be getting married to, I would expect him to be like, oh, what's happening, we were just having fun, are you okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and also guess that the alcohol was all up in the place. You got one person over here drinking and crying because that happens, been there. You got another person over here tipsy and probably thinking, did I do something? Because y'all don't know each other. See, y'all don't know each other. You just happen to be engaged to each other. This is such a great idea for two people who are emotionally unstable right now. And I don't mean in the like bad way. It's grief. Emotions is all over the place. Shit. Anyway, I don't think it was weird for him to ask. I think he's supposed to ask. That's not, normal behavior. And instead of you just saying, I just for whatever reason got all emotional about my dad, who's currently, in a hospital or whatever he was, it had her upset. I just need a minute. And he probably would have been like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I get it. He's been there. You didn't give him a chance to understand because that's weird. You're like, can you just now him pressing the issue? Oh, I don't know. I don't think he could have won that one because, and I don't know like how aggressive the situation got. Tim is a little intense. So I don't know what that looked like, him pressing the issue, but once he kept asking, you decided to put your hand over his mouth and call him a little bitch. All right. Two things here. Ain't no man about to, how is he ever supposed to come to terms with that? Ever. He's always going to remember that time that you called him a little bitch. And he either going to try to not let you bitch him again and the shit go a different direction. It just seems like, Alex, I don't know no man that's going to let you call him a little bitch. And you put his hand over his mouth. Nobody likes that. I hate that. Don't touch my face. And you keep talking about how you were trying to protect him. He was getting loud. I don't know which came first, when you call him a little bitch, before he got loud or after, Alex. It just seemed like, you could come over here looking all cute, putting rain fingers through your hair and stuff, because you're adorable as hell. But you started this shit. You set the trajectory for this little situation. And Tim walked away. He should have walked all the way away. You sitting there like, I don't even know his number. Don't need it. At the end of the day, he was just going to tell you he never wants to see you again anyway. You should have let his ass walk off then. Tim is mad because she took a nap. I mean, if I was Tim's parents, I would have been like, she got to go to work. Tim, let the girl go take a nap. I don't know why that was an issue. I would have understood it more if you would have said, I went to your house and this ain't going to work. I have to live in a certain type of situation. And we went over there we had dinner with your parents and then you didn't wash the dishes. And Tim, you could have been like, wash the dishes. I just cooked the food, babe. Can you help me clean up? Both of y'all be doing the same thing. I don't even remember where I was. Damn it. Somebody texted me and I had to check it. I know I was talking about these two over here. Yeah. Oh yeah, her not being so cleansy. She's not very cleansy. Shout out to Teresa Judice. She's not cleansy. He doesn't like it. If he would have said that, if he would have said, you kind of messy, our energy don't match, I would have understood that. And he's a little performative. Like at the end of the day, he is the one that was over in the pod giving away jewelry that belonged to his sister that passed away, that somebody he's not met yet. That's a bit of a performance. Then he went over there and read her daddy that long ass letter. Like he didn't have to do that. And then how do you get somebody's blessing if you say you have doubts? I have doubts. Let me think about it one more 24 hours. And tomorrow I'll have an answer for you. That's not how that works. So, I don't know. You should have just said, I have doubts, Tim, instead of like, blaming it on her nap or whatever. She called you a little bitch and she nasty. And I heard she said, I don't know, she didn't get a chance to the housekeeper. Girl, I would quit if I was your housekeeper. That's not what housekeepers are supposed to do. I have friends who have housekeepers. They house be clean, and then the housekeeper just come through and straighten and do things, not carry on bags and bags of shit. I feel like those are projects that are called overtime, extra credit. Hey, can you come over here and do this project with me? You ain't doing all of that, girl. Why is you had all them bags of things around? And I mean, I still feel like it has something to do with the place that she's in, unless she's just messy. It could be that. Anyway, Tim found a brotherhood, over here, even though, he came for love. they don't love each other. This man told this lady to walk away. He never wants to see her again. He's sitting up here now, tight, like he can't stand her. And the funny thing is, what's this girl? Ashley was over here doing an interview on VIALL's. I don't know. I'll put this thing. I'll put the link in the description box, and then y'all can figure out on your own. Anyway, what's her name? Ashley. Ashley said that her and Tim was her number two. And they were over there having fun. So he was over here having fun with Ashley and over here crying and performing with this girl, Alex. Anyway, they came down to the bottom of the thing, and she put on her own ring. So yeah, that's all about them. I spent more time on them than I knew. They were not their energy didn't match, like I said. Who's next? Dang, you know who I forgot? Garrett and Tyler. Taylor. I forgot them. I'm sorry. They're the ones that actually have a happily ever after. It's unfortunate that the couple that be successful allegedly are the ones we always find boring. But yeah, the looks. Tyler looks nice. I don't believe her. She showed up in that gladiator outfit. I don't find her to really, maybe, I guess. She looked cute or whatever. I've seen it before. And so, yeah, if she, I've seen it before. So it's giving, okay. Garrett looked full. I wish I would stop telling him y'all like his hair because he's looking like a 70s boy band. He looking like one of the monkeys. EES, not KEYS. Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we're monkey around. He looked like he channeling Davy Jones. And if you don't know the reference, then child, you was born too late. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I don't like it. His jacket is stupid. His slacks, those wide legs, no. His boots, don't go with anything. Y'all dressed him out. Taylor, there's not no way in the world that I think you are not responsible for this. They said he walked in Fashion Week. I guess, child. Who dressed him? Ramses? Did he go down to the Zara and let Ramses pick him an outfit? No. Boo. Hated it. Anyway, these two are happily ever after. That's what the people said. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. They love fishing together. They've been traveling around the world together, living their best life. Unfortunately for Taylor, this man did not, decide to give up his everything and move over there to San Diego. He just decided the best he could do is grow out his hair and turn himself into a beach boy. I'm glad his mama was put the foot down. That's not fair. Yeah, I don't think he should have to. Taylor, you was over here. She said she been living in wherever that small town is he's from, and they gonna move to DC. DC is not what you call it. DC is not San Diego. So to be continued. We don't know how that's gonna turn out. But yeah, what else? They have a bromance. Him and Tyler and Tim be over here fishing and things. Congratulations on your life, Tyler and Garrett. Everybody else was not so lucky. Marissa and Ramses were not. How did they show up on the red carpet? Melissa looks beautiful. Marissa looks beautiful. She's a pretty girl. She's got a nice figure. If I was to critique anything, I just wish her dress was a little bit longer. I'm, not a fan of that length. You're not a girl going to the prom. You're a grown-ass woman. You need a little train on your thing. Ramses look a fool, as usual. I feel like he came dressed as Shabba-Doo. I feel like that's not by accident. I feel like this nigga watched Breaking and was channeling Shabba-Doo. Shabba-Doo was fine in his crop tops and things. Ramses, not so much. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, he's not Shabba-Doo. I'll just say that, with the, thingamabobs. He cut the little things off. He looked like he dressed at Zara. He, got on a lace top and a too big jacket. That probably came from a thrift store. He thinks he's, he got a vibe, child. But look at them. The energy don't even match, child. Marissa got a big mouth. She been over here doing interviews and things, running her mouth. Y'all go and have this image on these shows, and then we like you, and then you go like do these interviews, and we don't like you so much some more. Your real self come through. Marissa got a big mouth. She's sitting up there crying because watching it just took her to a place where she feels like her heart is breaking all over again. And I'm like, girl, you don't know this man. You've known him for a couple few weeks. And if your heart is that damn broken, then child, you need to seek help. I'm sorry, that's not normal. Nick asked what made him decide to break it off. He said the energy don't match. His energy was far from hers. It wasn't even not matching. It was far from it. Not even close. He said if he had to deal with her day to day, he knew that he was going to be exhausted and overwhelmed. When did you discover this? And the only reason why I'm kind of giving Ramsey some blame in this relationship situation is because she was military and you knew that back in the pot and you went there anyway. Y'all's lives don't match up. Her mama is a whole lot. That lady sitting there glaring at the man like, girl, stop it. What did he actually do besides break up with this girl that he knew he wasn't going to want to be married to? Now, if she want to be in her feelings, then she shouldn't be running around here letting somebody hit it raw. This nigga did nothing. He put a ring on your finger from behind a TV show and you went to Puerto Vallarta or Cancun or wherever the hell y'all was in Mexico at the resort. And you let him shoot up the club. And Ramses, if you don't want to have no kids within the next 5 years, I would suggest you stop shooting up the club. Because what if you would have shot one and hit something? And y'all would be having a different conversation. Y'all will have to figure out where your energy gonna be. Marissa's mother says she went over there to talk to him, to talk him into, and then she stopped herself. What was you gonna talk him into? Marrying your daughter like you want somebody to marry your daughter that doesn't want to be married to her? That's crazy. And maybe if Marissa took a minute to figure out who she is, instead of trying to assimilate to people, she wouldn't be so overwhelmed in things. People out here say Marissa didn't plaster bar, and I'm not surprised because she got a big mouth, and you're supposed to be able to keep confidences and confidentialities, Marissa, if you're gonna be out here trying to be a lawyer. He broke her daughter. I don't know about that. If your daughter break that easy, she didn't have no business over here. It's been a couple few weeks. She found best friends over here and things because these girls is running around here calling each other best friends, for what I don't know. Ramses, I don't know what he was doing over here, showing off his, look. Does he belong to a band? Is there a guitar, some type of instrument? Is he looking to be somebody's stylist? I feel like Ramses was definitely not perfect in this situation. He was getting on my nerves, to be honest. Just his attitude towards, who she is as a person. I thought that was kind of, it was kind of low-key, subliminally not cool. But, I think he did the right thing by breaking up with her. And just because she cried really hard and made a whole scene, I mean, that doesn't make him a bad guy. He didn't sit up there like Tim and say, listen, girl, your energies don't match. And I don't really feel like we ever need to see each other again. They were seeing each other again. According to her, she was sliding on around there, probably letting them hit it raw. She ain't learned nothing. The way she acting now, bitter. I mean, that's about it on them two, She's still what they say, spinning the block. And probably will still spin the block some more. Who else we got? Nick and Hannah. What they look like over here. A hot mess. Neither one of them have a real sense of style. I mean, Nick was all right until he put on them orthopedic shoes. I don't know what's going on. He looked like them the shoes that you wear when your arches didn't fail, like when your granddaddy go, take him on a walk, he gotta have some feet. Shoes don't mess up his feet. I don't know what those are on his feet. I don't like them. Oh, Nick, are you trying to wear tall shoes? Is that what he's doing? Don't do that. Child, don't even worry about that. 5'11" is tall enough. There's plenty of girls that can put on some heels. And you know what I'm saying? This girl is over here, like I said, channeling Britney Spears circa 2006. It's if Hannah looks good, I'm gonna get that out the way. I don't know what her diet regimen is. I have an idea, but I don't know. But she looks good. Her sense of style ain't never been good. She be wearing ugly dresses and clunky shoes. These shoes ain't clunky, but her, much like Tim, will throw that foot up in the air, and at least Tim know how to sit still. Brittany, child, she looking like Brittany. Hannah be sitting over here swinging that foot back and forth. That's how you know she lying. When her foot starts swinging around, you be like, oh, here she go, telling stories. I don't like her dress. It's not flattering. Her shoes are okay, I guess. I don't get it. She look good. What did my girl say over there on Housewives of Potomac? She looked good from the neck up. I'll give her that. So we know Hannah was all upset because people was out here saying that she was a miserable bitch, because she is. And she admits that she was over here, her delivery is direct. That's what she likes to call it. And I'm like, I think that's an understatement. I prefer direct, to beating around the bush. A lot of pop people don't have a problem with direct. I think it's how you say it. Like you can be direct without intentionally being hurtful, and that's what you be doing. That's not direct. You be intentionally throwing shade, like Nick said you be doing for no reason. Vanessa asked her if she likes this version of herself, and she said, I think so. And she's all, trying to hold back tears. And I'm like, she does not, because this is not a new version of herself. She's a smaller version of herself, but she ain't a new version of anything. She's still a bitch. And she ain't sorry because she says she be over here telling the truth. And I'm like, you be lying, because when y'all was over there in Mexico and he was riding a duck and that lady was not being any way kind of disrespectful to you, she was joking around. He asked you to come. You said no, it was the icky. You called the man an ick on several occasions. Nick came in, you tearing up, here he come to your rescue. He said, Hannah, been catching a lot of flack online, and she's a fantastic person, and she don't deserve that. Why you liking the comments? She was ready to pounce. This man stood up here and said something nice. You know whose fault that is? Her best friend, Marissa. But we'll get to that. She says she been creeping on him. She be over there watching the comments and things over on his social media. What did you creep him for? You didn't want him. He's icky. He's icky and short, according to you, and you know he's not intelligent, and he's sexually immature. These are not things that I've made up. These are things that you said about the man on camera. We all heard it. Now you over here creeping in his comment section. You're a weirdo. Know why? Because the ladies gonna think Nick is cute. And you mad. You mad that the people think Nick is nice. He seems nice. I've said that the whole time. Y'all keep calling him suave, and he just seems very regular. Not regular in a bad way, he just out here doing his thing. At 28, what the hell else is he supposed to be doing? Not hanging with haters like Ramesses and Steven. You said when y'all broke up, you was over there in the pod, not in the pod, you was over there in the apartment going through his stuff. Why? You and your friends. Y'all some mean friends. Why do you care what's in his stuff? You said you didn't want him. I don't want you. Just when I don't want somebody, I'd be like, just get your things and it's, been nice. Like, what is you going through his stuff for? He said the book been there the whole time. You sat up there like you had a whole aha moment. And he had a list of things. He said he wanted to, what is his on his list? He said he wanted to sell 2 houses, be in the best shape of his life, and be the most famous person on Love is Blind. Well, he will not. Ain't none of y'all famous. Don't nobody care up until like after these interviews. AD sitting up there like she's a celebrity. She's not. She got left at the altar. Why y'all didn't bring back Johnny and Amy? They were the ones that actually got married. Like that's where it makes sense to bring back the married couples. Like these two survived it a whole season. We still here. Y'all bringing back AD and some other single nigga. I just started watching last season, so past AD, I'm not gonna know any of these people anyway. Anyway, this note didn't prove anything. It proved that the man wrote a note with not so significant information on there. Marissa over here chiming in as her backup. Girl, one thing Hannah don't need is some backup. And why are you in their business? Over here accusing this boy of coming on the show to be famous. He just, we came over here for a genuine reason. No, all y'all came to be famous. All of y'all came to be famous. If you didn't, you wouldn't still be over here talking and doing interviews and things. Nobody goes on TV to find love. It's hard enough, like just being normal. Now you got to be scripted. And I mean, having outside people filming you and telling you like what to say, you know what I mean. It ain't real. So cut it out. That's why Marissa, you should have, Marissa, you should have got with Tim. Y'all be over here with performances and things. So they have decided that Nick is a bad guy because he apparently told Ramesses and Steven that this lady was a grenade. Nick said he didn't say nothing about no grenade. He said that he was underwhelmed when she came out from behind the pod. Grenade, I'm gonna guess that came from Steven. That seems like the type of shit that Steven would say. I don't think Ramesses would necessarily use the word grenade. Anyway, Hannah was a grenade. She blew up in the man's face, and that has nothing to do with the way she looks and everything to do with the way she acts. And she was over there on reveal day, and she was, oh my God, he's gonna be hot. I know Nick D's gonna be suave and hot. That's what she was saying prior to the doors opening. And she said her biggest insecurity is that the doors was gonna open and he was not gonna like her. And if he found her underwhelming, it's because she was at that pod saying she was a cheerleader that dated quarterbacks, and we gonna be Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, and guys like you think I'm hot. She set herself up to be, probably something different than what he's, thought she was gonna be. Hannah was pretty then and she's pretty now. So I think he probably wasn't disappointed necessarily because she is a pretty girl. She just like talked herself up and he was let down. Now, if he did, why he liked her, I don't know, because she was a bitch. And so I don't know why Nick tried so hard, but maybe it's because he was trying to be the most famous person on on Love is Blind. And if he was just doing that by being nice to a person that was a complete bitch, like he couldn't, who knew? How did he do that? He's like magical or something. Monica, what's her name? Marissa was over here dating Nick. Katie was over here. The best friends all were dating Nick. And Hannah's two best friends, Katie and Marissa, was the ones that convinced her to dump him, only for her to come back. You're mad at Nick because we didn't see him say or do anything. You want to be like, ha ha. You are kind of disappointing because you're mean. Monica's opened her big mouth like she had plenty of reason. We all knew about the things that were being said, and she had plenty of reason, to be feeling insecure based on the way Nick was happening. She feel insecure because her mama was locking up the snacks when she was a child. This whole insecurity thing with Hannah and Wade has started a long time before now. Look at her mother. She's responsible for this girl being insecure. All we ever seen Nick would do was be nice. And that made her mad. She said, I'm being mean to you and you're being nice. You're being mean to him and he's being nice. And so that's a problem. And all of a sudden, aha, this is what it is. You feel so vindicated when you find out that this boy wants to be famous. Yeah, that's what people do, go on TV when they want to be famous. I mean, I don't know what you want us to feel about that. Alex chiming in. Alex, you did not like Tim when he came from behind the pods, please. You and Hannah did the exact same thing. Y'all both buried your head in his shoulder and turned away from them like, oh my God. Ugh. Hannah talking about, I'm 2 feet taller than him. No, you're not. You're actually not. Not even with them big clunky shoes on, he was still taller than you. There you go, lad. That's not a truth, Hannah. I don't care what you say. I might not have been 2 inches taller than you, but I felt like I was. Well, that's not his fault. You mad at him, neck popping and things. Girl, who is this? Tim asked Alex directly, do I look like what you thought? She was like, no. She literally just started laughing. The doors opened and she bent over laughing when she saw Tim. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Tim either. I'm just saying that Alex and Hannah acted exactly the same way when their partner was revealed. So you shut up. Did you say that to anyone, Alex? No, you didn't say you were disappointed or underwhelmed. You just called the man a little bitch. Rams is sitting up there talking about take accountability. You take accountability because you're the one that spilled to Big Mouth Marissa, and she's the one that told. And she over on somebody doing an interview saying like she can't remember when she told it, but she knows that she's probably the one that told it. If she told it in Mexico, then ain't no way Hannah would have been said something. So I don't believe for one single second that she told it before she told it after they got back to the crib. And her and this man fell out. Stephen is a liar. You shut up. We don't care what. I think you were the one that came up with grenade, child. You was over there dealing with macaroni and cheese and pineapples and trying to poke this lady in the butt over there at the sleep study. Katie's sitting out there. Well, Hannah, we're best friends. You don't trust me? Of course I trust you. You don't know her. Y'all killing me with this best friends. Katie, you're too damn old to be somewhere talking about you somebody's best friend that's 25 years old. Nick D gonna be so swag. Nick D and Hannah did not work out. Hannah lost a lot of weight and she's still a bitch. Um, I ain't seen Nick D's interview. I don't care, child. I hope some young lady that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Nick, move out your mama's house. Yeah, but you get better options that way. Ain't too many girls finna be trying to come over there and chill with your mama. Not like that, like that. Nobody trying to do that. So I'm gonna need Nick to move out and then pursue whatever you want to do. Talk about Hannah's like, I saw the DMs. She mad at him because he didn't text her. He's like, you broke up with him. What is he texting you for? And then you're upset about some girls being over him being in some girls' DMs. Keep going in the DMs, Nick, till you find you something. Because that's how the kids do it these days. You just shoot your shot. See what's up. Nick is probably nice, ladies. So see what's up over there. Tyler and Ashley, ciao. The couple of the century. Let's talk about their looks. I mean, Tyler looks nice. Tyler looks nice. Ashley, picked that out, I'm sure. Her dress is nice too. Her silhouette is silhouetting. This is the kind of train, Melissa, I was talking about. Both Ashley and Alex have a nice little situation. And your girl, Brittany, bitch. They all have a nice little train situation on their dress. Maybe if you wasn't besties with Hannah and you were besties with a better dresser, you would have got that tip. But nothing wrong with your dress. We talking about Ashley over here. I don't like the things on the shoulder, but I mean it's a black dress, so I guess that's her drama. I have nothing bad to say about it. But Ashley always looks good, and her influence couldn't hurt Taylor because he was showing up with some red shoes, and she gonna dress him up. She's his representative. She pick out his clothes. She speaks for him. It's the Ashley and Taylor show. So they said Tyler. We over here with Tyler. Tyler says, the first year's been great. There's been a lot of laughter and growth and learning experiences going on over there. And, we had a little light conversation, and then Vanessa asked Tyler to clarify the chatter that's been going on over here on the internet about them sperm donations he was making. Now, some people said he was over here trying to use a turkey baster, and other people said he was making direct deposits. And by other people, I mean the baby mama. Um, or like Tyler likes to refer to them, that family and those kids. The nerve. The nerve. Is that like he says this lady was his best friend? So I'm like, so if she was your best friend, you refer to your best friend as that family and those kids? Interesting. So Tyler explained to Vanessa how he helped out a gay couple, one of which was his best friend, and her wife have a baby because they could not afford to get some IVF or whatever type of treatments you use, to get impregnated with. They didn't have the money for that. He volunteered to step in because that's just the type of guy he is. Now, the representative over here, Ashley, is like changing some of the details of the stories that we're getting from, Tyler's the kid's mother, and what a mess this is. It's just a mess. But it's Ashley's mess. And she's here to, stand by it. Because as she said in the very beginning, she's the type of person that's gonna get married and stay married. She ain't like her mama. She's holding his knee and she's lovingly looking into his eyes. And, he's over there getting emotional because, Ashley is like, I'm giving me all this unconditional love and having my back when nobody else did. I be over here hurting myself and being sick, and a day doesn't go by that she doesn't tell me how much she loves me. I mean, I guess, child. Ashley got your back. Garrett got your back. Garrett, what are you over here standing up for? I bet you wish you would have kept your mouth shut. Are you standing up for what? For Tyler and his direct deposits? Or what was it that, you thought he was such a great stand-up guy? It's killing me how these veil people, I couldn't tell if he was trying to be facetious or if he was for real trying to paint Tyler as this noble gentleman that went over there and direct deposited his very own sperm into his best friend acquaintance person, lesbian best friend, who sometimes likes dick occasionally. It's not just Tyler, it's all of them. But I just really hate that they're trying to paint him out as this picture who did this great thing. Because if these ladies are over here not in a position to go through the process, that's the reason why it's a process. Now you over here dealing with child support issues. That's not how sperm donation is supposed to go. It don't matter. Ashley is his representative. So after the tissue moment, then she steps up and speaks for him. And we don't know who we think we are. Who knows better than her, us, or social media? Girl, this is a TV show. Back up a little bit and calm down. You the one chose a man who was over here making sperm donations. All the people said was that maybe you should have took pause on that. But no, this is the best, calmest love you've ever had. It don't seem calm. If this is what calm looks like, I wonder what your chaos is like, child. You want us to sit up here and act out, the universe can't, it ain't about the universe. Leave us and the universe out of it. And you act like it's just normal for a nigga to be talking about, hey, yeah, my best friend is gay and her and her wife wanted a child, so I turkey basted it and donated my sperm. And you ain't gonna be like, what? What is the terms and conditions? It started off already not calm. And you went on and took a little beat, and then you came back the next day and you decided that you were going to spill it to the world about the sperm donations that he was over there making. Seems like if you would have left that behind the doors like the grenade mark, don't be having your face turned up about this man Nick calling that lady a grenade when you was over here bringing your own grenade. We didn't have to know about it. Tyler tried to keep it a secret, but you want to expose it. You said, yeah, I just knew that the people, oh, now you care about the people. Do you care about the people or not care about the people? I just knew that the people gonna knew, no, we were inauthentic. I didn't need for him to say he never seen them kids before, or they don't know who he looks like. I thought that's a stupid question. Do they know what you look like? I don't think so. I mean, it was you set him up for the question. He wasn't trying to talk about it. And you know what? If y'all had left it at that, you could have left it at that. But then, I guess baby mama didn't appreciate you calling her kids sperm donations. And she came over here because she's just as bad as everyone else. She came over here. I hate to have to come here and tell you guys this. I know you don't know me and have never seen me before. But but Tyler was over here hitting it raw, much like Ramses. We tried turkey basting and it just didn't work. That's what she said. Then her mama came out. And her mama said it's just a shame how he was up there dressing up and the kids call him dad and they know his dog and then they took the dog away. And I believe it. Tyler is not noble. Tyler is a fool. Got himself in some mess. And that ain't the only mess that the people said he was in, but girl, you didn't know that man when you married him. And so if you don't care, we don't care. Don't come over here now acting we reviewing a TV show. People just think we don't owe. Tyler said he don't owe us no explanation, and he don't. We didn't ask for any of this. The baby mama came over here and said, and now your representative is over here speaking on your behalf, and she's making herself look like a trash person, equally as trash as you are. Tyler said what he did was when the lady's wife left, he volunteered himself to step up because he was raised by a single mom and he knows how that is. And so he didn't want that to be the situation with this lady. And so if that's the case, Tyler, what does that look like? Are you stepping in or not stepping in? You don't get to step in for a few minutes or for one of the kids. Hell, all three of them is yours. It ain't like she had two other kids. She had all three of them with you. Turkey baster or not. I don't know how y'all was injecting those children into the cooch, but somehow, seemingly, it didn't have nothing to do with a turkey baster. That's what the ex-wife said, child. Has anybody ever done that? Can anybody tell me, can you do that? I don't know. I feel like there's a reason, I guess, child. I mean, they said the ladies be out here taking the condoms from the athletes and things, so. But does it work after you put it in the freezer? Y'all over here putting sperm in the freezer. I feel like why wouldn't you just turkey baste it in and then run and go use it? Like things have to be. Did y'all see that man on the internet? On Netflix, I think had 1,000 kids. He kept going over to the sperm donation place. And he did at one time drive over and like drop off a sample at somebody. I don't know. They was over there turkey. I don't know if that works. Can anybody tell me, does that really work? Turkey basting. Ashley, you're smart. Have you done your research on the percentages of turkey baster successful pregnancies? Child. She's sitting there. He found himself in a difficult situation and it's difficult to navigate that. Looking at him in the eye, like, remember what we said, Tyler, pay attention to what I'm saying so you can repeat it the exact same way. Her mother's sitting up there, I think it's beautiful. I'm learning from them, I guess. I don't know what you're learning. I know when you read Ashley's bio, it says she's a true ride or die. So that's what she's gonna be in it for. And the thing is, like, now she's over here making it nasty with the girl that's the kids. Like, she was sitting on this couch talking to these people, calling those children that boy and the twins, that boy and the girls. Like, she's not even. Look, the lady said she had to create some boundaries. So What it sounds like is she told Tyler, like, you just a sperm donor, then that's what it is. And let that lady figure it out on her own. You are not those child's father. Now he bees over at Christmas with all his friends' kids. And so that's just what he does. Then she tried to like low key say the girl's mother is not in favor of her relationship with her, being a lesbian. So she's trying to paint this picture of her daughter being in a relationship with a man. I don't know if that's what her mother was doing. From what I didn't get that from what she was saying. Everything I heard her say, and I don't believe I probably listened to the whole thing, but what I heard her say was he was walking in and out of these kids' lives. She wasn't talking about the relationship between her daughter and Tyler. She was talking about his relationship with those children. And if you go on television and call somebody's grandchildren sperm babies, then you should expect for them to like have something to say. That's it. If you wasn't gonna be there, don't. You the one saying you involved yourself and you volunteered yourself. And then your new wife came over and told you that some boundaries needed to be made, because what she said is you're a people pleaser and she hates that about you. And she said, ain't no unconditional love. With love, there's conditions. That's what the lady said, even though you sat up there and said that her love was unconditional. Clearly it's not. So seems like what she said was, you about to just cut ties with that lady, that family, those children that you just donated the sperm to, and let her find another mother to take care of them. Because that's the lifestyle she lives. That's what it seems like Ashley is over here saying. Ashley has no problem cutting out people who disrupt her fairy tale, because she also was over there saying that her, went to high school with a child that turns out to be her brother. And when the man reached out and said, hey, we share a father, her first response was, I don't need this in my life, so let's don't. I'm paraphrasing. She ain't want it. And she just met them. She said 2020, 2021. So this is all fresh. Just a few years ago, she met brothers, one of which she went to high school with. So what's going to happen with your children? If Tyler decides to stick around, he might like dismiss himself of that too, because seems like it'd be a pattern. Something about a fiance. I didn't look into a fiance. I just know there was one. A fiance that he had when he was over there donating sperm to the lesbian couple. Now, what does that look like? See, that's what I said. I said before, Tyler is the type of person that tells big lies. What does that look like that I am engaged to this person and without any type of discussion took his sperm over to a turkey baster or whatever he was putting his sperm in to impregnate someone who we know, because it's his best friend. Remember, like if he's my fiance, then I should know his best friend. Child, she shut that down. She didn't want to know her brothers, and she don't want him to know those children, and she don't have no problems with that. For her, this is the world that she has created for herself. Insert Tyler. Ain't nowhere in the world I'll be out here in these streets speaking on the behalf of a man that sat up there and said he's a sperm donor to a lesbian best friend and her wife, who's no longer there together with them. Not once, but twice. They got 3 children, him and his best friend. I don't know how that's supposed to be even making any type of logic, but y'all, this is where they are. If you want to get into the conversation, like I said, check out another round, Little Black Book 91 and Velez. You can hear the whole conversation over there. And there's also a TikToker, RIKKII, I think her name is. Look, I wasn't up on the TikTok game. I find myself now looking to TikTok for information because it feels like it's more truthful than other places that I be going. So the girl over there on TikTok, and I'll put her description down there too. If y'all want to follow all of these stories that these people be telling, I do not. I'm done. I'm done. The only people that found love is Garrett and Taylor. you know, they did it. Right now they happy. They still like each other. It's a year later. So, you know, so far so good. And on that note, y'all, like the video, subscribe to my channel. We'll be back to talk about some other stuff. Bye, y'all.